Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, you may notice a little something different with my nose, and that is because I recently got my septum pierced on Tuesday. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about my uh septum piercing experience. So originally, I actually wasn't gonna get this piercing because, as you could see, I have balls hanging out of my nose. Now, I wasn't gonna get this piercing because I hate the fact that it kind of makes you look like a bull. But once I saw the cute jewelry that they have, I was kind of inspired to get it. But anyways, I digress. More on that later. So, what they do when you're about to, get your septum pierced is that they will feel around for what is called the sweet spot, which is actually where they're supposed to, pierce because it's near like the tip of your nose. And so, anyway, they'll feel around for the sweet spot because there's no cartilage or anything there. It's basically like um, soft tissue or membrane. I'm not really sure what that is. Um, so yeah, it's near the tip of your nose. So like your jewelry is supposed to be sticking out of your nose. That's how you know that they pierced it properly. And also, it shouldn't really hurt when they're putting the needle through. It should feel more so like a pinch when you're getting a shot. You always feel a slight pinch. So that's what it basically should feel like. It shouldn't feel very painful at all. As I said, you should feel like a slight pinch. And your eyes will most likely tear because your tear ducts are actually somehow, in some way, shape, or form, I'm not really sure how, connected to your nose. So when you get any part of your nose pierced, you will eventually, start to tear up, whatever. But it's nothing to really be alarmed over, but that's just how it goes. Now, so they will feel around for your sweet spot, but first they are going to like clean your nose with like alcohol swabs and stuff like that, just to make sure they're making sure your nose is clean and sanitized before they do um any piercing to your nose. So yeah. Then they'll feel around, like I said, for that sweet spot. Then they'll mark it off, make sure everything looks straight, then go in your nose with some Q-tips and definitely make sure it's in, like, your sweet spot is in the right spot, if that makes sense. So they don't nick or pierce anything that shouldn't be pierced. And then they will take the clamp to basically hold your nose open, tell you to breathe in, and then they will pierce your nose. Some people bleed a little bit, and some don't bleed at all. I've watched YouTube videos on this before I got my septum done, but I actually did bleed, but it wasn't nothing to be concerned about. This is actually like my second piercing, so uh I mean, it wasn't like nothing for me to be scared of, because my septum is actually my second thing that I've gotten pierced, like my second nose piercing in general. Yes, I do have my ears pierced, but that was when I was a baby, and I don't remember that. I also don't wear earrings, but yes, I do have my ears are pierced, but I just don't wear earrings. Um, I also have my nose pierced on the left side of my nose. Um, I just changed it to a partial hoop when I got my septum pierced, but I got that piercing done in 2019, and um, I just got my septum pierced, as I said, on Tuesday. Um, then after they're done with all that, they will clean it, uh, um, and they will put the horseshoe in your nose. Horseshoe is the jewelry that I have in now in my septum. Um, but this is always the type of jewelry that they start out with. Um, and as I said, you will have tiny balls hanging out of your nose, but it's not so bad. It's only for 3 months. And um, depending on where you go, everybody has like different cleaning solutions that they will use, but every cleaning solution is basically made out of the same thing, which is sterile water and sea salts. Um, but as I said, each shop has their own different brand of sea salt spray, and they will recommend that you actually use it at least twice a day when you first get your piercing. Now, they will tell you not to move your jewelry when you get your septum pierced, and that is because your septum piercing only needs to heal either straight up your nose, or it could heal downwards like mine, but you should not, and I repeat this, you should not be flipping your piercing up and down when you first get it done. Only because your piercing will not actually heal properly, and you will give yourself quite a nasty infection, and you will not be happy with the results. That's one thing. And two, me personally, I don't see why people like hiding their piercings anyway. Who does that? Um, but that's just my personal opinion. As I said, each place you go to get your septum pierced, if you're considering it, has its own brand of saline solution, and the one I use is H2 Ocean. This is the bottle right here. So, what I will do to clean my nose, actually, you're supposed to use a Q-tip or anything with the least amount of fuzz on it, but my peers are actually recommended not to use Q-tips or cotton swabs or anything like that, because it could snag on the jewelry, and anybody that has piercings knows that when you get your jewelry snagged, it does not feel very good. So what I will do is I will take the cap off of this. Now, I'm not gonna take the cap off because guess what? I've already sprayed my nose before I started doing this video. So what I will do is I will take the top off, use the nozzle, and spray it up my nose. Now, this one does foam like soap, but it's not soap. So what I will do is I will squirt it up my nose and like kind of sniff it into my nose so that it goes up my nose. Kind of burns a little bit, but yeah, that's another story. I will sniff it up my nose, or what I actually will do is that I will spray it on the inside of my nose and take my pinky and just rub around gently though, so I can get like all the dry stuff up there out and let it dry. And yeah, that's it. And I will go about my business. And they recommend that you do this twice a day. So I will generally do it when I'm done taking a shower, have already gotten dressed, and things like that. And then I will do it again once I have already changed into my pajamas, and just before I hit my bed, I'll clean my nose the same way I did in the morning, and that is pretty much it. But I do try to avoid getting soap at my nose. But if I accidentally happen to get soap up my nose, I'll take some warm water or hot but not too hot of water and just spritz it up my nose and kind of blow my nose into the water just to get all that stuff out, and then that's it. And then dry underneath my nose and come spray it with H2 lotion like I would do in my morning routine like I normally do, and keep it pushing. But as I said, the experience wasn't really like a bad experience. I have a high pain tolerance, so it was basically just like a little poke for me. It wasn't anything to be like, ah, my gosh, my nose hurts. Like, no, not at all. But I recommend, if you want to get this piercing, do your research, and then once you found a clean and sanitary place, go ahead, do your thing. Just make sure you follow the care instructions to a T. Try not to deviate from them, and that's it. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next one.